Thank you, Deandra. So good evening, everyone. My name is Jyoti Venketraman. I'm the Director of Collaborations and Organizational Equity. I'm here to share about a tool called Jersey Water Check, which allows everyone, be it consumers, utility managers, decision makers, to better understand how water systems are doing. So I am going to screen share, and if I can have Cassie pull down the slide, please. Thank you. So let me pull this up. So Jersey Water Check is a data dashboard. When you first come to this website, it's a website that pulls data metrics across different sources, public available information, some research, some survey, and helps everyone understand how water systems and sewer systems are doing. So when you come to this website, there are three things that's helpful to know. Think of it like a key, three keys, doorways to understand the data behind it. The first is shared goals. Jersey Water Check is a dashboard for Jersey Waterworks. It's this large collaborative working to transform water infrastructure. So the metrics, the data in this is organized to help that collaborative track progress. The next is a benchmark hub. You can go through that to see data and compare. I'm going to focus on the system finder because the bulk of the audience today are community members. The system finder is the way that you can look up and see, if you don't know, who provides you water, who serves your town in wastewater, and then learn a bit more, as Deandra said, about how is your water system doing in removing lead service lines. We have some of that data in it. So I'm going to click on the system finder. I saw in the chat there was some questions coming up, and hopefully some folks shared where they are from. But I'm going to just use a town as an example. When you come to the system finder, it's a bit like your Google Maps. You can zoom in if you know where you live, and just keep zooming in and you'll see these bubbles pop up. So that's one way to go. But let's use the example of, I don't even know who provides my water service. I go to this, you have multiple ways to type and search, and I am going to click Patterson City. Sometimes this tends to create some issues for me. Let's see. Right. So when I click Patterson City and I hit search, what this website does is it shows me which water systems and which sewer systems, wastewater systems, are serving my town, Patterson City. So I click a bit more and it opens up a bit more. And you see these dots. The blue is your water utility. The orange is your wastewater system. Since we are talking about lead and lead in drinking water, we're going to click on the blue. And I'm going to click on, there are two water systems serving Patterson City. The biggest one is Passaic Valley Water Commission. So when you click on that, you get some information about your water system. Is it government owned or corporate owned? How much population do they serve estimated? Are they serving more than one municipalities? But I want to learn more. So I'm going to go one more step. I click on that and it brings up an entire page on your water system. Over here, you get additional information. It tells you where is your water system taking its drinking water from. Water comes from there, gets treated, gets to your pipes. It gives you a link to its website, And this is helpful and goes back to what Deandra said. If you want to know how your water system is doing, you want to contact them, here's your link to get to it, because they keep updating that. And further down, when you scroll, we have some additional information. Every water utility puts annually a report on consumer confidence report, water quality. How is your water doing? You can click and access that. Further down, we have a couple of metrics that helps you understand how is your water utility doing. And as you can see, these are grouped. There are metrics that tell you, is it meeting standards? What Deandra was speaking a little while back was on lead service line. So we have data that the water utility has shared that says it has so many lines still made up of lead. And it has a lot more lines it does not know what it's made of. And that's okay. It's part of this new lead law. They have to figure out from how many of these unknowns will become knowns, so then you can remove it. It also shows information like, did its water sample exceed the action level exceedance or not? And here, what you're seeing, the information says it did not exceed. It met the regulatory standard. You can also see some historical data. How has your water system been doing for the past couple of years? Same with lead service line. And as Deandra mentioned, all water utilities are required to remove their lead service lines. Some water utilities are starting to put that information up on their websites. So if you are living in Patterson City and you want to look up your address and see what is that service line made of, you can go through your water utility website to find out if your address has lead or unknown, or it's a mix of both. I'm going to stop screen sharing and ask Cassie to bring up the slide on the law, just as I'm waiting for that. All right. So I'm now going to walk through some key data points that water utility have to be doing as part of the lead service line law. As Deandra mentioned, this was a big thing. In 2021, we passed a law. In 10 years, they have to remove all their lead service lines. They have to provide information on how many service lines are of lead, which is what we showed in Jersey Water Check. Every year, this data gets updated. Every year, Jersey Water Check gets updated using that data. For some systems, especially the larger systems, this inventory is online on their website. Some of your large water systems have this as a Google map. You can search and look up. All lead service lines have to be replaced by 2031 on Jersey Water Check. There is a metric that says, are they also replacing? How many replaced? And they're supposed to replace at a rate of 10%. One additional feature for Jersey Water Check that I want to ensure folks are aware, towards the end of this year, we will upgrade this website, Jersey Water Check, and we'll have additional lead-related resources for utilities, for community members. So all the information that Deandra was sharing and all the others are sharing, we're going to be putting up on this website. So you can see the data, but also have access to some resources that can help you understand this law. And then use it to have conversations with your utility, advocate for water systems to remove the lead service line. I think that's where I wrap up. Please feel free to use the chat to ask questions, but I'm going to hand it off to the rest of the team members to continue the conversation.